Welcome back, folks. All right, more and more people are focusing on plant-based meal options, and I'm so stoked about this. Dr. Kristen Hicks-Roof is a registered dietitian and professor in the UNF Nutrition and Dietetics program. It's good to see you again. Welcome back to First Coast Living.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so a lot of people out there, they hear the need to get enough protein in their diet, which makes me laugh because we all get plenty of protein. But let's talk to a dietitian and have you tell the people. First of all, let's talk about what is a plant-based protein.
So plant-based protein is a great way and an alternative to any of your meat or dairy products. They're just as equivalent mostly for nutritionally, and it's just a nice way to kind of cut back on some of the meat and try and get some more plants which are grown naturally in our environment.
Well, I think that's one of the things that when I first started moving into plant-based, the biggest question I constantly go, where do you get your protein from?
Oh yeah.
And I don't think people understand. We have a bunch of stuff in front of us here, but there's so many foods and vegetables that all have protein in them. Like the cow didn't get that big and grow that muscle by eating meat.
Well, and when people are, after the new year, people are trying to make healthier choices. It's just as easy to incorporate wholesome, natural foods, which are all plant-based, versus some maybe not so natural.
Now, the protein myth is one that my wife and I like to talk about. People think they need you got to keep getting protein. The truth is we actually get more protein, most of us get more protein than we absolutely need.
Oh yeah, the average American consumes almost twice as much as they need. You typically need about 0.8 grams per kilogram, which I know is a scientific way of calculating it.
We all have phones, we can do a calculator.
I'd say that's about 50 to 70 grams per day for a normal, healthy weight person.
Right, and you're going to find that in some of these foods here that you brought along. So let's talk about some easy substitutions.
So I think that's the most important thing. I'm not trying to say that you need to cut out all meat and dairy, because that's not what I want to come across. What I want to come across is plant-based products are really easy to incorporate in your diet. So you have anything from beans, or if you want to experiment a little more with tofu, which people aren't very familiar with that. But beans or lentils are a great way to add in some quick protein.
Lentils are one of the most protein-rich legumes, I guess, out there, and that's one of the things that is totally underused a lot. Also, this one right here, looking at different alternatives to dairy milk.
Yeah, so dairy milk, so I brought this. This is a pea-based milk, but you can also find coconut, almond milk, and they also make plant-based yogurts too, which are great for on the go. So while you can have your dairy, you can also have these nice alternatives which are more plant forward.
And by the way, there's also dairy-free ice cream bars. And that was what hooked me.
And they're delicious,
Oh my gosh, almond milk ice cream. I tried to convince my dad, no, they're delicious. What else we got here?
So other than that, I brought some snacks too. So if you're ever thinking about snack, people go to chips or beef jerky or something more hearty. But actually, plant-based proteins are awesome for snacks. So you have nuts, nut butters, and also I brought some hummus, and that's a chickpea-based dip.
Oh yeah.
So any of these are great for snacks. If you're looking for something more convenient, these little quinoa cups are great because packed with protein, and it's a nice way to, again, try and cut out some of that meat.
The other advantage to the plant-based proteins, your body actually digests them better than the animal proteins.
So a plant-based diet has been shown to reduce risk of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and help with weight management. So if
cancer.
And cancer. Oh, the list can go on.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a healthy alternative, here's some great options.
There you go, folks. It's super easy. Just like Al Gore, I invented plant-based. We'll share this segment again on our website, firstcoastliving.net.